To all of my lovely creative creatures out there, all of my soul fam, my friends, my subscribers, whatever you want to call yourself. I'm with it. That's your jam. Welcome if you are new here. I go by Zofia, and this is Divinity Within Thee, where we take time to get in touch with the divine. Now, today we're going to talk about this new moon and what it means and how we can use the lunar cycles and phases to our advantage, maybe. Yeah, something like this. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, good. Good check in. You can hear me. There's not much of a lag, so start with this prayer, spell, whatever you want to call it. Dear universe, source creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, ancient deities, archangels, animals, elementals, cats, Lyrans, Sirens, Lumerians, Atlanteans, Galactic Federation of Love Light, all of the beings that are out here, Mantis, that are out here to assist the collective in raising the consciousness, right? For the highest vibrational frequency and love, light, for all that are involved, for the entire collective conscious. We thank thee for your presence, for your protection, for your clarity, for your guidance, for your clear and concise and precise messages. So mote it be. We ask thee, guardians, counsel, guides, universe, source, creator. We ask thee that any monitoring spirits, grooming spirits, any handlers, anybody that has any ill will or harm towards me or my collective on our name, that it returns to us in the form of health, wealth, abundance, and love. So mote it be. We also ask that anybody that is wishing any harm or hurt upon us or those that we love, the things that we love, our our beings, our souls, our personal uh, sovereignty, our intellectual property, whatever that is, anybody that has any dark ill wills, intentions, harmful manners, we ask that you return that to sender and that it goes back to whoever was sending it out with the ill intent, 10 to 100-fold. So mote it be. Thank you. So it is. So it is. So first we're going to start off, you guys, with the keeper of the light, and we're going to see, hello, believe. We should say grand rising. Why? Because the etymology of the word morning, the reason why they started this word, and not to, I love you, I love you, but I just want to, they're telling me to say something, so we're going to talk about it. So, anyways, the word morning comes from mourn, right? To mourn something. And even though, yes, we are mourning something, okay, we got three that popped out, so we're just going to keep these ones. And even though, yes, we are mourning something, sometimes there has to be a loss in order for there to be a gain, in order for us to be, um, like maybe even for life or civilization to advance, right? They see that like there has to be some type of upheaval, some type of loss, and then, some type of loss and awakening, and then there's like another gain. So even though we are mourning something, I do my best, even though it is a fun phrase that we all like to use. But to mourn something is, they wanted everybody to start to use this to remain in that state. And words are spells, that's why it's called spelling. And so we don't want to remain in the state of fear or darkness or negativity. Consider us coming out of the dark ages into this new golden, Aquarian era. So anyways, the reason why is we want to rise. We want to love. Okay. So let me see if you can hear me, if they're just gonna keep fucking with me. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Hold on, guys. As you can tell, this the whore that lives next door. I should make a song about it. As this man come by, he likes to fuck the internet, guys. So anyways, we'll make a song about it. We'll make a song about it. We'll make a song about it. Ay, 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 ay. Sha la 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 la. Almost famous, you guys. So, anyways, hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me meow? Yes. Yes. This is a collective read. Yes. So, what's most important? What's most important? Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me or not? Yes or no? Can you hear what I'm saying? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes or no? Can someone, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So I'm just gonna guess like this. Yeah, so can you guys hear me or not? Because I don't hear it on the other device. So I want to make sure that you guys can hear me so I'm not just fucking talking to nobody. So I'm not talking to nobody. It's just these haters next door. They want to fuck up the internet. They want to fucking hop on the uh, Bluetooth and do whatever they're doing. So, okay, you guys can hear me. Okay. So, anyways, thank you. Thank you, Ryan. I do, yes, I do personal readings. The information is in the information box below the video. I'm also doing this really cool $5 reading raffle. So when I get 25 people to participate in this $5 reading raffle, I'm giving away 5 25-minute sessions. So that's a good way if you don't have a lot of money to participate. Yes, hello, welcome back, everybody. Okay, sorry, you guys You already know how it goes. You already know we got hoes and haters and next door neighbors. Not for long, though. Not for long. So, anyways, cycles and phases. What I was talking about was this moon, this new moon, okay? This new moon is in Gemini, okay? Phases and cycles. There is a beginning with every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. So, what we were talking about is mourning. So, you need time to give yourself the availability to mourn. And it's not like we're not mourning like necessarily death. It can be, but it's more of like a transformational energy. So, if you're using that word, it's good to play with it. Like, good morning, or something like this, right? Because what we're doing is we're mourning the loss of, we're maybe mourning uh, the old ways, the old world, or something like that. But really, should we be mourning that? Like, no, we should be celebrating, right? We should be celebrating bringing something new in. And that's why grand rising, right? Because rising, we're rising, right? We don't want to fall in love. We want to rise in love. So we want to have a beautiful rising, top of the day, right? Sunshine. Hello, sunshine. There's a lot of different things we can say, but words are spells, and that's why it's called spelling. So, one thing that I really did to change a lot of like manifestations, and as you're writing or creating these manifestations, as you're celebrating these cycles, these cyclical phases in nature, I find that it's really good to understand that some things are, are meant to be in cycles or phases, right? One thing that I really focus on is not just the words being spells, but as we're writing things, right? As we're writing down manifestations and different stuff like this, the words that we use and how we're phrasing them, right? So when we speak in we don't want to necessarily speak fully in definitives, but we should speak um, in a manner as if we've already had something, or as if we've already obtained it, right? When you're manifesting, you're showing gratitude in nature for the nature of the happiness of having received the thing. So when you're writing, right? When you're spelling, right? Because you're casting a spell. And I read something today too that was saying actually, if you want to speed up the spells process, you can use a red pen. Okay, the guide said that that's yes, like red ink or maybe a red crayon or a red marker. I don't know. I would assume red ink, but um, this would like speed up a process. But in as you're writing, right, as you're spelling, the words that we use and the manner in which we use them are very particular, right? So what you would say is like for a manifestation, right? Like, dear universe, thank you for finally um, granting me the abundance I need to launch my company, or um, to not have to worry about anything, or to hire an assistant, right? But what you would do is you would say thank you for already have provided, like, and then describe and sit with that feeling. And if you have to meditate on each one, then like do that, but sit with that feeling of what it actually feels like um to have already received it. And I know a lot of people say, oh, this is like woo woo shit, right? Like, this is hard to do. Like, how am I supposed to know what it feels like if I've never felt it before? And this brings me to our second point. When people say, I don't know what to manifest, how can I start small? How do I know like what to manifest? And this brings me to point two. You guys, if you're not sure what to manifest, then what I can do is tell you what you can first start off by doing is basically sitting with yourself, maybe a moment of meditation. And as you sit with yourself, start to feel where something feels off or uncomfortable. Where are you feeling some type of discomfort in your life, right? And where you're feeling that discomfort, is where you're going to it's basically contrast, right? It's contrast that's offering you that ability to actually know this doesn't feel good. Okay, sometimes it can be a place that you live, sometimes it can be people that you're around, sometimes it can be a job, sometimes it can be a relationship, sometimes it can be your family, sometimes it can be some type of whatever food. Maybe it can be your weight, maybe it can be your looks, who really knows, right? Whatever it is, you're going to feel where something feels off, and that's the contrast, right? That contrast is there, and the reason why it's there is for us to feel like, ooh, this doesn't feel good. Like, actually, I don't really like how I feel when I hang out with those people, or when I go to this venue, or when I do this thing or that thing, right? And you deciding like, I no, I don't like that, right? That it's a signal. Your body, right? Your nervous system, your body, everything is signaling you to say, actually, we don't like this. This isn't good for us, or we're not into it. Like, no, we're not in agreement with it. And so as you sit and you feel that, if you don't know what to manifest or how to use the energy of manifestation, this is the best way to do it, to find something that is causing discomfort in your life. Like for me, okay, like what I've been manifesting, right, is like this new space, right? Where I don't have like neighbors that are whores and fucking crazy animals that come and shit and piss because they're having because people are putting weird spell work or like monitoring spirits, and like the only thing that can get close is like weird animals. So anyways, um you know mine would be like, thank you, thank you for this new space, thank you for this beautiful view. I love to be able to wake up every day and see this beautiful nature, hear the birds and watch the sunrise or whatever. Maybe I like to watch the sunset, or I like to be able to walk to the beach, or whatever it is, right? I love, and really like, put yourself in that experience, because where you're having the contrast, where something is like, for instance, I was like, okay, where do I really want to go? I didn't know. I went all around the island figuring out where I wanted to go. And then I was like, oh, I really, I would like to be kind of closer to the ocean, right? Because the ocean makes me feel nice, right? Like I feel a little bit overwhelmed when I'm too far away from the sea or like waterways. And so yeah, that's what I did, right? And so I was like, okay, I manifested, right? And so I manifested a space to be able to be close, but I wasn't that specific, because so all of my initial specifications that I wanted for the space that I was looking for, which was really just like a little studio space for my things, right? Just a storage space so I could travel around. And then I was like, why am I here? And I'm like, oh, well, you've just been regulating your nervous system. Like, this is what you asked for. So now you need to make a new order, right? So now I know that in the spaces where I'm feeling discomfort, now I know how to properly place the order for my new manifesto, which is not somewhere where there's weird, yes, you hear a cat. It's a fucking crazy cat. This is fucking crazy cat that comes fucking harassing my cat. And anyways, so yeah, so right, these are things where this discomfort is, right? This whore neighbor that's always having different dudes over, and just being whatever, right? Like I don't want to have a neighbor that close. Like it's already been something that I've had, but when I was hella focused, do you understand? When I was focused on the lack of, right, when I'm just like, I've always had a better place than this. I've never had neighbors this close. I've never had, and instead I started hyper focusing on the things that I was like, because I think sometimes in our mind, and as we're stepping in, as these endings bring new beginnings, sometimes we have to let go of a lot of things. And so it's like I was hyper focused on, or I was just feeling internally like, how did I get to this place? Right? How did I get to a state of rock bottom? Like I've been never in this place out here. And then I was like, oh, okay, give yourself some grace, right? You went through a lot of stuff. You were being attacked and gang stalked, and actually you're doing all right. Actually, you're not doing so bad. you know? And so I had to kind of be more gentle with myself. But in those spaces, the point is, not to fucking rant, but the point is in those spaces of understanding, okay, well, this is right. We have to be grateful that we get the things that we asked for. And then we have to understand where we limited ourselves in the asking for it. And even though at the time it wasn't minimum or limited, right? It's just we were in a maybe a smaller thinking space, in a fear state. We weren't really putting ourselves and everything. We were like, for me, when I say we in this matter, me and my cat, um, I was really just like wanted somewhere that was in fields around, so she could kind of be outside and not be in a like small space, but also like I needed my stuff to all get somewhere that I felt safe, that I could still use it if I felt like it. And, actually, I thought I would be creating a lot more while I was here, but really what I was creating is the energy, healing and repairing the energy of repairing my nervous systems, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic, and really just kind of coming back into the space. And so now I'm assessing, right? As we're in this retrograde foreshadow period, I'm reassessing now what I would like based on the contrast of what I don't find comfortable anymore, right? So we're all human, so we can't just be like, oh, well, I've been doing like, no, that none of that matters. We're just moving forward from this point. You know what I'm saying? Um, you have your cat Anubis, yes. That's cool. Um, you're bonded to a high council. I'm glad it resonates. I don't know what that means, Jefferson. Hi, Kimmy. So the point is now we're hitting the cycle in this phase, and we're asked to be reassessed. And as we're in this new moon in Gemini, what Gemini is really asking us to do, Gemini is a planet of communication. So how are we communicating our needs, not just to people around us, like yes, to people around us, to relationships, to work, to all of these things, but also for ourselves? How are we advocating for our own sovereignty and for filling our own needs, right? How are we not necessarily feeling them? How are we making sure that they're filled instead of being like, well, I didn't have time? Like, why was the time not allocated ahead of time? Do you understand? Like, for me, I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, I could be, for instance, I could have gone like last month or the month before to a better spot. But I'm just like, it's like so much effort to move stuff for a couple of months and then to move stuff again when the other place is ready or whatever, right? Like it's just overwhelming. It's a lot. And so I'm just like, time versus cost versus this, right? And I'm just like, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just like actually save and allocate myself more time and more energy and less stress, and take myself to do something nice instead of giving myself more work to do, right? Remain in the feminine receiving mode. And yeah, more just keeps coming. More just keeps coming, right? So you hate this shirt, Cole. You're so funny. Uh, it's an object. Okay, I don't really know. Um, so anyways, yeah, cycles and phases. So what are we kind of letting go of? And like in the process of letting go, Kuan Yin, let's have a little bit of care and compassion for ourselves. And that's really kind of the energy of what this Gemini moon is asking us. Where are we having compassion and care, not just for ourselves, but for like for humanity in general, right? Just for humanity in general. Um, Yeah, choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. So yeah, there will be so you guys will be offered oh oh diva, you guys. Cole is my friend, Eva. Cole is my friend. Actually, he doesn't like this is the grandma top, but like I'm just Cole. Today I was doing my hair. You didn't even notice. So anyways, yeah, well, I wear this because it can have like all of the bleach and other shit on it. I'm on limited amount of clothes until I get my shit back from this fucking kid. Oh, oh, no, no, no. Cole's like my little uh he's like my little diva friend, bro. He's not afraid to tell me. Like that's I appreciate the authenticity. He's been here for a while. He understands that it's better to say things. But like, yeah, he's just being real because like I'm looking tired and haggard, but like that's the reality, bro. Life is exhausting, especially this new moon. If you guys aren't feeling intense energy, like a lot of people are basically going to be like, so people that haven't been being authentic are going to maybe like blow a gasket, right? Like this between this new moon and this Mercury retrograde foreshadowing period, like there's going to be a lot of energy, like a lot of energy and a lot of past karma, ancestral energy that's really coming up for us. And and um, so yeah, that's a really big deal, right? For me, right now, everybody's preparing in Bali. They have what's called Galungnong. And so it's like a celebration. That's why I'm just like, oh, karma's about to slap these haters like so hard, right? So imagine like you guys know in Mexico how they have like Dia de las Muertes, right? The Day of the Dead. So they have the procession and they set out the flowers and they have the things and they do like the food or whatever. They have like a couple days where they do it, right? Like 3 days or something. So they basically do that out here, but twice a year. And they do it, it's like a 10 to 13-day ceremony. And basically, like, they put these big bamboo poles up that arch over, and they have like all this fucking woven art and all this like hanging down. It looks like super magical and super awesome. And basically, they invite the ancestors, the deities, the gods, they invite everybody down um, to come into commune, and like they sit with the families and the ancestors and the gods and the deities, and they feed them and they have these whole feasts and ceremonies and stuff literally for like almost 2 weeks long. And so I'm just like, oh shit, right? Because like that's something that they do here, right? That the word Bali itself is means offering, right? And in Bali they make the offering and they put the little incense and they put the flowers and everything's all done specifically, and they put it on the ground. And the reason why they put it on the ground is because um Bali is known as the island of the gods. So they put it on the ground to let the gods know that they have the capacity to come here and commune with us instead of praying and being like, we're praying to somebody in the sky. It's like, bro, come on down from your fucking cloud or whatever dimension, higher dimensions you're in. Come down here. You can walk with us. You can talk with us. You can hang out. And like, they do that. They do this, right? It's basically like a 2 week like, but there's like different stages, different days they're doing different things or whatever, but it's like a 2 week like Dia de las Muertes essentially, like literally. And there's flowers, there's everything, like everything. It's crazy. And so anyways, I'm just like, okay, karmically I understand, right, that the cycles and the phases with the new moon and then all of these ancestors and these spirits coming in, I'm like, wow, I think it's strong now. It's about to get real strong, right? Like real strong. And it's gonna be awesome. Um, Hello everybody. Oh my god, you guys are funny. He may be a little demonic in nature, but at least the demons aren't all evil. At least they comply, right? If I ask the demons to leave, they leave. If I tell them to do something, they generally do it if you ask nice. So it's all good. you know? Hey, Hannah. Hey, Kenny. Hey, Lucy. Uh If you want to manifest, raise your frequency in survival mode. Low frequencies don't align. Raise your frequency, activate dormant codes in your DNA, psychic abilities, remote viewing. Yeah, absolutely. This is absolutely what I'm talking about, right? So, in the process of doing this manifestation, thank you, the city's one and only Tony. That's cool. One and only Tone, maybe? I don't know. Um, yeah, but that's exactly what it is, right? We have to feel. We have to be in the same frequencies if we're ready to receive it, if we're worthy of it. And I think a lot of it that blocks us a lot of the time is this. I need to get a new thing for my phone. It's gonna drop it. Is That's why I say not just to write it down as if it's already happened, to visualize it and to literally meditate, like feel it, like savor it, like think about like your favorite dessert to eat or something. You're like, how you can savor that flavor? Like that's basically the way that we manifest. We're like, oh, what would it be like? And if you don't know what it would be like, then just start to imagine, because that imagination, magi, nation, we are a nation of awakened people. We're a nation of magi, of magicians, right? Magi, nation, imagination, right? That is what we do. We're co-creating. So what is your manifesto? And like, yeah, the best way to start even with small things is to look at the contrast and then say, I don't like this. I would like to experience this. And even if it's bigger, it doesn't matter. It can be as big or as small as you want. It doesn't matter. Like you can still just manifest it. It's just like it may mean if you manifest something really large, it may take a little bit longer for you to align with the frequency for that to kind of come into play. So also be aware of that, right? Like I understand I manifested a lot of stuff. So and I've been putting in time, overtime, working overtime. And so I know like it's taken some time, but I'm just like, oh, cha-ching. The time is meow. um, Diana, you're listening to you. Um, Spiritual center of the earth is Bali. Well, Steve, do you know why I came here? One, because it's the offering, and two, actually, we are the reproductive chakra. We are the, let's say, the womb or the ovaries as far as the chakra points. There's like a ripple that goes through the planet that aligns through different things, and there's different chakra points that align in different places. And boom, where we are in Bali, there's this ley line. There's a ley line, and there's basically an X that crosses here, and it comes from our sacred mountain, Agung, and it comes down. And so we're basically the reproductive. And I feel like that's why they're like, no, you have to stay here, because this is the conceptualization, right? This is the full on empress energy, right? Is that's what we're doing. We're manifesting. And so maybe as like strong channeling divine feminine energy, it needs to be here to kind of clean out all of the parasitic, vampiric, dirty ass gunk that's in the source of creation itself, right? So it would make sense. Because at first I was like, I just need to go. And then I was like, oh, actually, ding, 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 like light bulb moment. And I was like, wow, um, that's super crazy, right? Um, Raise your frequency naturally. Alchemize with craft. Raise your frequency high enough. Enter creator mode. Flow state manifestation comes very fast with good intent. Yeah. So um yeah, to have that good intent. It's not just about I don't like how I feel and I want something better. Are you taking small actions to make it better also? So it's not just your intentions, but your intentions and your energy and the words that you use and the way that you're feeling into these words and visualizing these things, all of these matter. And as we're in this new moon in Gemini, it's really about this communication. How are we communicating that? Like how I tell people all the time, the universe is consistently asking us on to place our order, right? Imagine if you go to sit at a restaurant or a diner or something like this, and you're sitting there and you're waiting and you're seeing the people get their smoothie or their milkshake and you're seeing them get their food and you're like, oh, and you're looking at everything like, oh, that looks so good. I want that. Oh, that looks so good. What is that? Oh, and you keep asking, what is that? That looks so good, but you don't actually get the waitress or the waiter over to take your order. You don't actually place the order. You're just like, well, I'll have anything. And the universe is like, okay, cool. You'll have anything. Sweet. Give them the fucking give them packet fucking C328 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they're just like, boom, here's your standard life, whatever you're going to get because you don't actually know what you want. So the more clarity that you have, it's not just about intent, it's about clarity. And how we seek or find that clarity is not in the spaces of desire or want or even lack. It's in the spaces of what is the contrast, right? What are the things that I don't like? Let me start with how I can change that, right? That's a good place to start with manifestation is just find the things that don't feel good and manifest for the contrast of that. That's a good way to start before people start getting to these next levels. But yeah, as you start to do that and as you start to see little things that start to change and give you more, you may be receiving signs or synchronicities, you may be seeing numbers or words or whatever. Um, and as you start to see more and as you start to acknowledge them, not just as, oh, that's a coincidence, but as you actually start to acknowledge it, then it will guide you more. You'll find more guidance. Command Asher, call to action, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Yeah. So you can't just say, um, you know, I want, like, let's say I want $1 million, but you're just like, yeah, but I ain't trying to fucking work or do nothing. Like, I just want that shit to land in my lap. Like, you're gonna have to do something. Like, you have to get something to get something. It's just like the law of correspondence. You know, it's not just about the law of attraction. Many people teach about the law of attraction as far as manifesting is concerned, but the reality is it's more than just the law of attraction. It's more than that. It's more. Okay, so let's go here with the goddess tarot. But yeah, words or spells. Hello, pretty Bobby. I am well, thank you. Meow meow. Yes, blonde. See, Heidi noticed right away. Cole. No, I'm just kidding. I wish I had the availability to see. I wish I had like a little picture of all your guys' faces. So I'm such a visual person. I'm just like, oh, what do you? Because I can't hear your like. If I could hear your guys' voices, then I could like potentially like um visualize a better picture, right? But because it's all energetic and because there's no actual like, because it's just a solar energetic connection, like I can't really tune in that good. I could sit with it probably and do it, but yeah. Um, yes, abundance comes from within. You're right. Thank you, Lucy. We got to get them on fleek. Look at these little moons. Okay, we got a new moon. And look at this. I'm not sure what this is. She just like, I showed her some cool stuff. I don't know if it's like a mirror or like a black hole or like what, but it's fine. It's 11:11, you guys. And we got the 10 of cups straight off the bat. Okay. Um, thank you though. I'm so uh yeah, open sesame. Yeah, open your brain, open your brain. Once in creator mode, if you want to manifest, it helps to ground yourself. Breathing exercises, hold intent for at least 30 seconds, relax in the flow state. Yes, go in the flow state. That's not my cat. That's a different cat, and it wants to fuck my cat. It's a cat that's outside. My cat is right here next to me. You guys want to see? My cat is literally. I'll show you. See my cat? She's right here next to me. That's not my cat. That's like a harassing cat. That's like a cat that comes over here all the time trying to fuck my cat. My cat's like, what is his problem? Why is he crying like that, Mom? Like maybe he wants food. Like I try to give the cat food. I try to give the cat water. Like no, that cat just wants to fuck my cat. My cat can't understand because she's been fixed since she was really small because she likes to go on adventures. She likes to walk and be outside. So she spends all of her time mostly outside. She just came back inside. You see her little tail. She's good. She will tell me that she wants out if she wants out, or that she wants in. Some other. See, and this cat's like, what? You guys are talking about me? Thanks, Anna. That's not my cat though. Um. So yes. So I'm saying you have to ask for the things that you want. Yes, and once you ask for them, right? Once you have placed your order, you don't ask the waitress every 5 minutes, like, did you get my order? Or you know, like, because you saw her write down the order, you saw her go to the kitchen, you saw her put the order in, right? So you know it's only a matter of time before your food, before you're going to get what you want. But yes, you have to be. And so when you start to deal with stuff like that, the more specific that you can be. So if you don't know everything that you want, then be a little bit general, right? Like I didn't know everything that I wanted, so I was general before I came here. I was like, I don't want to be somewhere too far from this, and I want to be close by the beach, but I need it to be like this much, and I wanted to have like space so I can set up my sewing machines and blah blah blah, right? And so I received the things that I asked for, right? I wanted to be able to have internet where my sewing machines were and air con and blah, 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 blah. But I didn't really ask for things that I would have asked for if it was for my living situation. It was more about getting my stuff somewhere safe and like having a spot where I could come as I was kind of traveling around as I needed to kind of rest away from people. So the reality of the situation is I got exactly what I asked for. But now that I'm just like, wait a second, I'm not feeling okay, like this was good, like I'm grateful. And you're just because you're asking for more doesn't make you any less grateful unless you're just like, fuck this shit, I deserve better. Like you need to have some form of gratitude, right? Gratitude is what helps to bring it in. But yes, the more that we can be specific about the things that we want, right? Like I'll make sure that I'm just like, yeah, I don't want another place without a bathtub, right? I've had a bathtub in most of my places for a long time, and this is like a really big thing for me. Like I don't want another place that has fucking neighbors like super close to me. Like I don't want to hear them or what they're doing. Like I don't want them to hear me. I want to have like a gated or fenced area so like animals like this can't come in, right? Like things like this. I want to be able to have a view from every room like I used to in my last place. Like being very specific and very clear, the more clarity and the more specific you can get, the better you will receive that. But it's the manner, your words are spells. You're like, well, I'm okay if the guy is kind of like this, or the thing is like, well, I'm not particular. They're like, okay, you're not particular, then we're gonna put you in a situation that's gonna make you more particular so you know what the fuck you want. That's basically like the way that the universe works. They're just like, okay, you're good with bare minimum, that's okay for you, and so that's what you keep getting that when you're like, okay, wait, like I've learned that lesson. I'm moving past that. Um, uh, Hello, Vanessa. Your daughter, I think, will be okay. Um, yes, beautiful little moons, right? Um, did I manifest it? Yes, I manifested my nails. I was like, I need to be able to do my nails again because this is something that brings me so much joy. Also, something that's really good to do on new moons is like haircuts, right? I didn't trim, I'll trim my hair. First, I was doing the bleach, and I do a really interesting process, right? And that's why I'm like, I first have to do this to see if my curl pattern stays. But first, I go to the salt water because it really like amps up the curl pattern, and I kind of like let some of the salt and the oil stay in the hair, and then I do like a lot of coconut oil in all of the roots and all of the scalp because otherwise the bleach kind of like dries out the scalp a bit. And so I do that. And so when I do the bleach, it's the hair is completely saturated in coconut oil. So always the first run is like this, but the hair is still really like soft, right? Like it's a little raggedy on the ends, but it needs to be fucking trimmed. But um, so yeah, I manifested to be able to do this. I manifested to be able to be in a spot where I cared enough again. Because when people put you in weird situations, you're just like, do I really care? You know, like, do I really care? Like, oh, I don't really. And so I'm just like, no, for the new moon, like I was actually going to do it for the full moon. But I didn't. But I did do my nails. And I also had this compassion, like Kuan Yin, this compassion or this grace with myself because I was like, oh, well, I did go get my massage. I did get my nails done. I did do the things for myself that I've been missing out on instead of complaining about, oh, well, I don't get that anymore. It's like, well, because I stopped making that a priority because I went into survival mode. And just like our friend up here was talking about before, when we're in fear or separation or survival mode, we cannot manifest. And that's like literally what a lot of these people were doing. The gang stalkers, the people that were doing the black magic, all these fucking weird people. That's literally what their intentions were, is to block to block the solar plexus, to block the creative source. And like that's why I was actually going to bleach my hair again on the full moon, because I felt like some people had some of my hair or something, like they've been relentless trying to do all kinds of shit, binding spells and all kinds of other shit. So anyways, um, there's definitely things you can do to cleanse your hair and your energy differently, but like I'm a little bit different of a case. So for me, I'm like, okay, I like different colors in my hair and whatever, I'll be blonde for a little bit. But I need to do another run right now. You guys can't see, all the back is penned up. It's really cool. It kind of looks like like in the back, it looks like rose gold. It's so cool. It looks like it's rose gold. So anyways, manifestation is really about seeing something, feeling it, and then like watching yourself as you come into it. But actually, yeah, to cut, to trim, to change your hair color, different things like this, new things, new haircut. This will actually ensure that your hair is healthier and grows longer. If you want your hair to not grow when you get your hair cut because you want to keep a good haircut or something like this, then you would cut it on a full moon, on the culmination, and that will stunt the growth. So new moons are for new growth, for new things, to start new things. Maybe there were things that you wanted to do before, but you maybe were afraid because it's something that you're new at. For some of you guys, you may be taking a new course or a new class or starting something new, and that may be a little bit scary, but it's okay because we have to, fail first. Once you hit those levels, then you can succeed. But for some of you guys have this 10 of cups coming in. Okay, you have this 10 of cups coming in. um I did not do them myself here. Yes, it's important to put the wishes to the universe. So was your both sons on the world to come. Yes, I did not do my nails myself. I have I found a new shop out here with these local girls. In Indonesia, like I get my nails and my toes and my nail art and all of that stuff done, like both of them done for like 35, $35 USD. So, with a really good tip for them, because I like the people that want to do art and I like to give them a little bit of free reign. I just show them a bunch of different things that I like or like as inspiration, and then I kind of let them do it, right? Because I'm an artist. And yes, I got the blue because my blue mascara. Because it's when I see out, the blue is like so much better. Like I have the burgundy and the purple and different colors, but like for me, blue has been my signature for such a long time. That's why it's so, I feel so pasty lots of times to have the white, but a little bit at a time. I want something new and something fresh. And if I want to do that, then like, sure, start from base. That way I can get a bright color or a pastel color or whatever the fuck. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see where it goes. What color should I do? Before, when it was dark, I was thinking blue, and I don't know, maybe I'll do some blue, maybe I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. But base to be able to go, right? Open. I'm like, oh, I want new hair, but I was putting it off because I wasn't sure the color combination or what I wanted to do. And then I was like, wait a second, I'm just like preventing myself from having the thing that I want by not just taking one step. And that's basically what the ashtar is the call to action. We have to also take a little action. We have to say, okay, I put that manifestation out there, but every day I'm going to do something that either creates space for this other person or is working towards the business to create more abundance. Or if you want to look different, you're doing little things, right? You can't just be like, I'm gonna be a and not do anything. Like there's effort, right? There's totally effort. Um, you had a craving to dye your hair red. You never dyed it. You don't know where it came from, but now you mention it. The new moon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Red, if your hair is, if henna does really nice, like red and orange colors, like henna, and it's like natural and organic. For me, like I said, I did it like several times last year and it broke a lot of the spell work that was on me. So I know that somebody had something. But yeah, I'm what do you call it? I just do it. Start over fresh, right? Clean it out, all energies, all memories. I don't want to chop it all off because my hair is super curly and it takes forever for the curly hair to get longer because it just gets tighter if you cut it off. So it's kind of like my middle way. So this 10 of Cups, Ace of Swords, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you're about to receive, collective, you're about to receive a beautiful, happy ending. This 10 of Cups, you're about to receive this, like some type of emotional fulfillment. And someone is coming in with the truth. Okay, maybe with an apology, with the truth, something like this. There was somebody before that, because at first it popped out as reverse, and then the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. There was somebody at some point in time, collective, that actually lied, that lied about something, and they caused this lie caused it caused you guys to be out. Maybe that's when you lost your place. Maybe there's something about that, right? Some type of abandonment. Or this person, somebody may have said that you had a serious abandonment wound or that you were going to abandon something. Yeah. That you would leave and never come back. And that this person, it was like people that were interested in you, whether they were business people or lovers, something like this. This is something that's going to bring you a lot of emotional stability. And these people lied on you. Okay. They lied on you to get paid. They also lied on you because there's something about you getting a payout, you getting collecting something. Okay. These people could have been some type of family. Again, some type of family that wasn't honest. And now the truth is actually coming out and you're about to receive this actual payment. And this new person or these new people, whether you're creating new community, new family, like I feel like you're creating new family, new community, new everything. Um, and you're never going to experience this abandonment again. You're never going to feel that. But there is something that you need to be more clear on, collective. Okay. Contemplation. Okay. And the two of staffs. What is the path? What is the forward motion? Set everything else aside. Set whatever happened with this family, with this stuff, with the people abandoning you, with whether or not someone is going to fix that or not. What is it that you guys are thinking about? Because there's something you're seriously thinking about, and it could be a new path or it could be a new direction. For some of you guys, these people could have blocked an offering. Yeah, they 100% blocked an offering because they thought they were going to get it. Some of these people actually took this. They could have taken it as you pretending to be you or saying that you weren't worthy, that you would leave, or they took it as you and then made you look like you failed the the test or whatever the fuck it was, right? Like you abandoned ship. And like you just never came back to it. Like you just took the money and ran. But really, that's what they did. They took the money and they ran. They took this opportunity that wasn't theirs, and they thought they had you. They thought they had you, collective, but they didn't. But they didn't. Now, whoever this was that took your opportunity, okay, um, picking up strong past lover, or somebody you're really close or were in some type of connection with before, they had some type of demon, or they made some deal with the devil or whoever they worked with or were working with, um, created a lot of temptation. The problem is, it's not about the temptation or about the devil. It's about what people choose to do. If one person, whether they're a man or a woman or whatever, right? If they don't have the personal strength or willpower to say no when it comes to a party or no when it comes to someone else touching their fucking ding-a-ling or their poontang, whatever, like if you don't have the ability to not take money or not just do whatever everybody else is doing, then you have no self-control, right? Then you're weak. Then you're weak. Then you're basically like the same as an addict or a junkie or something like this, to where the thing that you want, your pleasure, is always going to win. And these are the type of people, whoever these were the type of people that couldn't resist it. Now, some of you guys, this person, they have some type of, yeah, there's somebody that did some type of sex work. Someone's getting caught, collective. You may have said something about this before. You guys may have said, you know what, I hope that everybody, you guys may have said, I wish that, people can see you for who you are. I wish that everything comes out. I wish that, the truth or whatever, right? And collective is like, listen, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to become the star, and you're going to become famous for the bad things that you did. And the thing is like, these are some type of sex workers. Why do I say that? The work is in reverse. The temptation is in the upright. This Ace of Wands is in the reverse, right? This is a past lover or something like this. They got paid. They took an opportunity, or they just took an opportunity. They were an opportunitarian. They took an opportunity to stick their dickle in this fucking demonic sex worker or something like this. Maybe in multiple, okay, 5. Maybe she was with 5 different dudes. Go figure. Something like this. They did it, and when they did it, it changed your Um, it changed your wish. It changed your perspective, collective. It changed your perspective. It brought in some type of wisdom, and you guys kind of started rising as the star. You guys kind of started actually really stepping into your power whenever this happened. It's like you found out that this happened, right? And now you guys are like, nah, like you gained the wisdom, and now your wish or your dream has nothing to do. You are contemplating. It's like they wanted to keep you in a state of contemplation to believe that to keep doing to keep running the same cycle, to keep letting these people run the same cycle, to make you feel like you didn't know what you were doing, like you didn't know where you were going, like you couldn't go anywhere without them, something like this. And the reality is this, right? You just gain the wisdom, high priestess energy. You gain the wisdom and you said, I'm manifesting something new. And the reality is their energy is so low frequency that they can't even touch you. It's like they're incapable. Like it's like they want to, they're trying to come towards you, or they're trying to do something, or they're trying to do, I don't really know. Um, but they're trying to really fuck up your stability, and you guys aren't letting them. You guys are really like locked in. You guys are super locked in. You guys have some stability. Now you may actually have some type of King of Pentacles that is bringing something into play, or this may be some type of your own type of wealth or abundance that's coming in, something that you've been waiting for because of work that you did. And maybe this is just part of the divine that did this. They're just like, we had to remove all these people before you receive this this generational inheritance, before you receive the spiritual inheritance, before any of this shit happens. We're gonna need you. I don't know why it's doing this. Hold on, guys. Just gonna move it up. See if it stops doing it. It's like before all this comes in, we're going to need you to know who these people are. You know, we're going to need you to know who these people are so you can make definitive decisions. Yeah. And so it's like it's like, it's almost like you guys, like universe placed all of these bad people and all these bad scenarios and all of these fucked up things in your way in order for you to kind of clear out all the space, right? The fool. And where before you may have been feeling like, I wasn't that smart, I was so foolish, how did I get caught up with all these people and all this stuff? It's because the universe wanted you to have that contrast. It wanted you to be like, wait a second, I already did this. I don't want to do this. If that means I have to give up all of this because it's all intertwined or interconnected, then I will. And that's basically exactly the scenario, right? Is that these, you guys are starting off, right? This is the fool who attained knowledge, but you're like, okay, this time I'm starting over. This time it's beginning, but, um, but you guys are starting off well off. You guys are starting off in your authenticity. You guys are starting off here. I mean, you guys are starting off with people that are coming with full truth, full transparency, the 10 of cups, the 10 of coins. Okay. So this is like people that are really going to come in, this is real family, real connection, um, real generational wealth. And these people will never, like, these people are going to be in full support of whatever you do. And maybe that's what it was, is you just had to clear space. Yeah. The world, it's like these old cycles had to end. These old people were part of these old cycles. Or maybe it was just a test to see if you're really ready to level up, right? If you're really ready to step into your divine inheritance, your actual gift, your actual place. It's like maybe the only way that that could have happened. Yeah, look at fortune, this abundance, Lakshmi. You guys, literally, it's like when you decided all of that shit is over, all of it's over. What I want is stability. That's my wish. Like, that's what you guys did. You guys said, listen, I'm wishing this. I'm using my wisdom. I'm contemplating the right thing to ask for. I'm waiting for my security, for my safety. I'm ready to let go of everything that no longer serves me and start a new beginning. I'm ready to end that. If that means, sometimes it means you're moving to a different place. You could be moving to a different town, a different city, a different state, a different country, a different zip code, whatever. You guys are moving. Okay. You could be flying somewhere, literally planes, trains, automobiles, something like this. I mean, it'd be dope if it was like a magic carpet or a big bird, right? That'd be tight. But yeah, you guys, it's like you're literally like, listen, you guys are going to start a new beginning, or you guys already had, you're creating this whole new thing. Yeah, so all these people that did all this weird stuff, yeah, literally, you guys are going somewhere. You're moving to calmer shores with this fortune. Okay, and this, there's like two people here with this fortune, and you are divinely protected and guided because you said, okay, I'm ready to let go of anything that's no longer serving me. And you guys came into balance and you guys let go. You guys didn't let any of this heartache. It's like none of it's no longer affecting you. Whatever these people did, it's no longer affecting you. You guys are balanced. Yeah. Emperor in reverse. You took down maybe these old curses, maybe these old ways, these old people, these old scenarios, right? Whoever this was, this could have been some type of system, some type of group, cult, coven, could have been fucking government, police, judge, something like this. Could have even been family. Okay. Emperor in reverse is like you're starting, yeah, you're creating something else. You're creating a whole new union. You guys, again, this castle energy, houses, you guys are going to have properties, you guys are going to have businesses. This is like multiple, a multitude. You're coming together. You may be making some type of um, like big business deal or business connection or something like this. Like you may be the deciding factor. Like, let's say there's a bunch of people that wanted to do business, but they don't like the people that are running the company. They don't like how it is. They don't like the kids. They don't like this. They don't like, oh, what's going on? Hold on, guys. I don't know what I did. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Is that better? I'm all sorry, sorry, sorry. Hold on. I don't know what I did. I pushed the wrong thing. Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, yeah. My bad. Confirmation. Glitching, glitching, glitching. Okay, so you guys are creating this ultimate balance, right? This is like this balance is the balance after the storm. This is what comes into balance after the tower, right? After all this crazy stuff happened. So, anyways, what I was picking up on is it's like, imagine there's like some company, right? Imagine you're gonna, they're trying to look for a new spokesperson or a new leader or a new management or new ownership or whatever. Or imagine maybe there's somebody that passed on. Maybe you're going to get a new job opportunity. Maybe there is just a job opportunity to step into this leader position or something like that. And it's like they were not liking all these other candidates. They weren't liking all these other candidates, but they're really into your authenticity, collective, because you were straight up, because you were honest, because you weren't trying to um, win them over by licking assholes. You know what I'm saying? Like you weren't doing that because you're authentic, right? Because we're authentic in nature. Um, you know, and that's basically what's going on. Movement. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is the chariot. You guys are going somewhere. You guys are moving somewhere. Someone is moving in. Someone is moving in to get you, but someone you guys may be moving in together. Yeah, justice. Married, moving in, right? Justice, like marriage, movement, ballad. This is so many major arcanas. This is the goddess tarot deck. Really pretty. It's pretty art, right? It's all a bunch of goddesses. So yeah, justice. So you're about to move in, or they have like maybe a new safe house or something like this. Someone wants to offer you the availability to move in. Um, someone's coming to talk to you. You may have somebody coming to talk to you. Um, from the legal system. You may have like a lawyer, court, judge, something like this. They want to talk to you about your story. They want to talk to you about the people that tried to unalive you. They want to talk to you about your transformation. They want to talk to you about your gifts, I think, about your ability to speak to the dead. I think because what these people were trying to say is like, collective, that you were crazy, that you're crazy, that you wanted to off yourself or something like this, if you wanted to unalive yourself. And actually, that's what these sick people do, is they like to make people go insane and watch them literally go insane and unalive themselves, and then they eat them. Um, Whatever, you know, like there's something about the blood from traumatized people, and whatever, fucking adrenochrome, all this weird shit. So anyways, um, so whoever this is, this justice system, or you're getting justice against these people, and that could be part of it. You guys may be moving or may need to physically move somewhere else in order to have this protection put into place. Yeah, they want to protect you. So you guys may be sad because you may be having to go away or leave people, places, things, scenarios. Okay, but this is why. This is why, honestly, in order to walk away from all of the bullshit, in order to just kind of move through that, um, I think it was important, you know, like that you just like let go of it, because like if you got a 10 of Pentacles and a 10 of Cups and all this other beautiful stuff coming in for you, collective, why would you? Why would you go back to entertaining old things? There's someone that's going to come in and try to say something or do something. Remember, it's not always about the first offer. If someone tries to make you move faster than it feels comfortable, don't. Because the right person, the right thing, you're going to feel safe. Your nervous system, your being is going to feel safe. You're going to feel connected. You're going to feel like it's the thing that you should be doing. Okay? So you know what I'm saying? You just moved house today, Lucy. Uh, if you're so demanding, who are you? Chris, Ty, whatever. You can schedule a personal or private reading. This is a reading for the collective. I would say what's going on with you is you're crying over some shit that happened and you're super depressed, though, if you really want to know, because someone left you. You probably lost a partner and you thought that they were going to take you somewhere and they left without you and they didn't come back. They maybe took your money, whoever you are. They ended it. So anyway, hopefully that helps, because the guys were just thinking it was funny and I guess wanted to say something to respond to that. But yeah, you moved house today. The moon, the new moon is a good time to move house, right? I moved here before on a full moon. We have the moon here, Diana. So there is something, yeah, there is something that's being hidden. Somebody still wants to try to cause some type of confusion, the Seven of Cups. Somebody still wants to cause some type of confusion or distraction or something like this, or put more choices or options in your way, okay? There is somebody, some fucking secret, something, okay? You guys really need to tune into your intuition. See this girl on the card? Really tune into your intuition. Um, um, yeah. Yeah, some of these people want to give you an option or want to say all of this stuff and be like, blah, 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 but they have other options and they want to try to still come with this Five of Pentacles. They want to abandon you. Somebody is going to come in and try to offer you something false to abandon you, to walk away from you. Or you're going to need to know, use your intuition to know who not to let back in. Don't look back. See, this girl looks like this girl. Don't look back. Don't be confused. Okay, yeah, the sun in reverse. They want to keep you in some type of depression. Their magic isn't working. These are people that are trying different spell work or something out of you, and it's not working. They've been doing it since you were small. Um, they've been blocking some type of messages. You maybe have some type of messages or something that's being blocked. Someone is realizing they're going to have to physically come in and bring you these messages in order for them not to get stopped or blocked by whoever these people are. They're just a little concerned with your energy. So, like I said, there is going to be, I think, more than one person, more than one whatever that comes in. You will have somebody that comes in that is going to have some type of Jezebel spirit connected to them. Okay. They are trying to do some type of, they're trying to lie, they're trying to deceive, they're trying to confuse. They may be like, let's party. Oh, just like old times, like, oh, let me just give you some love. Let me just whatever, you know. Don't do that. Do not abandon your intuition, what you know to be better. Do not abandon that because that person wants to abandon you. It's like they want to come in to finish the job. They want to give you something, but they're going to give it to you, but not how you think. They want to end it for you so they can collect. Because uh, for what I'm picking up on some of these is these people fucking owe you. These people owe you a lot. They took a lot from you. They took a lot of opportunities and other things, physical things, properties, cars, vehicles, money, like a lot of things. And they don't want to give it up. They don't want to give it back. They don't want to abandon it. They just want to try to keep you in a state of confusion. They want to keep you working, distracted. They want to keep you in the state of confusion. But it's not going to happen. You guys are like, listen, I'm not even the wounded warrior. I just like have a stick I can shove so far up your ass that you fucking choke on it. And that's what you guys are like, bruh. Like you're in your full emperor mode. Here, look, here's that stick. Bend over. Bend over, Rover. Your choice. Do you want it from the top or the bottom? This Jezebel spirit or this King of Staves in reverse is like, they're scared. These people are super scared. They're trying to send somebody in to be able to still try to lock in on this. It's like it doesn't matter that all these people are dying, all this weird shit's happening, that you know all this shit's happening. These people are still relentless. They're still relentless. And they're like over emotional. They're acting off of their emotions. They're not acting off, they're not being, these aren't intelligent. They're like, these people have already been, they got like succubuses or incubuses or something attached to them, you know, which are like demonic, like sex spirits or demons that like to do a lot of that. That way they can have control. It allows the spirit, okay, so basically what it is, to break it down for you guys, because they want me to tell you, it'll, oops, my bad. It allows the spirits to have, it allows the person who's allowing the spirits to come in to have stronger spiritual connection, to be able to increase the communication, as well as, sorry, I don't know why this is doing this. What the fuck is going on? Maybe I just need to bring it lower and make it like this. That's probably what's going on. Is that too much? I think it's too heavy or something. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. So it's like the spirit can come down and kind of operate the physical body, right? And through these intimate acts, this sex magic or whatever, the incubus is the masculine version of the succubus, right? And that's what they're doing, is they're sucking soul, life force energy, sexual energy, literally life force energy, because especially for a woman, life force energy is coming from the womb. That's where life is created, right? So when spirit, when the person agrees, the person now has the ability to talk, to speak more to the spiritual realm, and the spirit has ability to act things out in the physical realm. It's like allowing, it's like not body swapping, but it's kind of like energetic swapping, right? And what it does is it strengthens each of their bonds, right? So it strengthens the human spiritual bonds, right? And it it strengthens the spirit's physical being. So it is actually a little bit kind of freaky if you think about it. But anyways, so that's kind of what I'm picking up on, is like these people are trying to get something trying to latch something onto you, but they weren't able to. They were unable to make up any of these stories or whatever these endings or whatever it was that they were trying to paint you as. Um, you know, whoever they're trying to paint you as didn't end up working out, and they did the most. The Ten of Wands, they kept going and they kept going and they kept going, but they haven't been victorious at anything. And they did all this extra work, and they already counted out the money, your money that they were supposed to get to spend. They already divvied it out. They already chose, like for many of them, they already spent it, and they're fucked now. They're fucked. They're fucked because what they weren't expecting, they thought that they could take you out, but they weren't victorious in it. They were not victorious in this. And so they're just like, fuck, all the truth is coming out quickly. Like they can't get away from it. The truth, like they're not going to be able to get away from it. The Prince of Swords and all these people that were stalking, that were hacking, that have these fake accounts, that are doing all this, the King of Swords, yeah. All these people that are lurking, hacking, trolling, blocking messages, everything else from coming in, right? That actively took these actions can be strong air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, you guys. um, but yeah, these people, um, the people that were stalking, so these could have been people that were doing some type of also like fake porn or deep seek or whatever. Maybe they even made a contract. Yeah, they made a contract. They made a deal. Fuck. They made a deal, and they made a deal with like a contract with not just a deal with the devil, but like with your content collective, with your content, with the content that they were lurking on. Some of them could have set up like cameras or something in your house, like illegal, and all of that's coming back to them. All the truth is coming out, like the Princess of Swords in reverse. All that was secretly being hidden is all coming out, and um, their actions are going to have to be paid for. And these people were praying like they've been praying that they could get another opportunity to do this work against you, to unbalance you, collective. And instead you guys came in like a fucking boss. You're just like, no, you know, I like, no, you're not even gonna get another opportunity. Like, I'm gonna be all the fuck way over here. Like, doesn't matter. I'm gonna be working with other people. I'm over here. I'm waiting, like I'm receiving my cup of love from the universe. I'm not anywhere near your shit. And you guys are getting this. You guys are getting this new blessing. You guys are receiving all of this due to your sacrifice, this Kuan Yin. Okay. I believe this is the tower. This is the tower. So after all of this shit collapses, right? Because you were compassionate. You did not, it's like you sacrificed yourself over and over and over again for these people, but nobody ever gave anything back to you. So it's like a divine balance, and you're about to receive everything. And many of them, they don't have the ability. They're hoping that you're going to be compassionate. They're hoping that you're going to be compassionate. They're hoping um, by tradition, they're hoping that you're going to be the like this. This is Hierophant energy, right? They're hoping that you're going to be that you're not going to be so vile. For some of you guys, some of their sacrifice or some of their physical repercussions, it's like there's going to have to be like they did some gnarly shit, right? Maybe there's not rules or laws or jurisdiction that is written for it yet, and you guys could be the ones that are actually writing it, right? Because of all of this coming into play, because of all of this evil shit that they fucking did. Yeah, because of them taking your home, because of them taking your money, because of them blocking this, because of them preventing, not giving you back what belonged to you, because all of this bullshit, all these secrets, all these lies. It's like you guys are about to be like elected, like the official that gets to say what all the punishment is, right? For me, any people that spread sexual, for me like this, here, you want to hear how I say it is, how the balance is as far as I'm concerned? People that took pictures of other people that created deep fakes, AIs, sex that recorded people without their consent. Even if they recorded them with their consent, it wasn't to publish or produce for sure. But anybody who did any of that and who collected back on that, not only do they owe that, plus time, plus damages, plus tax, plus. Not only, but all of those people deserve to, one, lose fingers, thumbs, and dicks. 100%. Like there's no, because listen, that's human trafficking. That's sexual abuse, sexual assault, sex trafficking, human trafficking, illegally filming somebody without their consent, then producing it. Do you understand? So forgery, identity theft, stealing the money that they get paid back, perjury. Like, so yeah, if you did that and you put someone else's, it's like you took away someone else's personal ability. You literally put someone's pussy or ass or whatever on blast to the whole world. Then like you don't get to, like, no, you don't get to enjoy pleasure anymore. That's no. It's like you don't, like a serial killer doesn't get to have like weapons access, like, or like a child rapist doesn't get to like be a teacher at a fucking school or something. Like, no, sorry, restitution. And if they're doing it all online and they're cyber stalking, then they should be losing their fucking thumbs. They should get their thumb chopped off. Stealing shit that doesn't belong to you, fingers or your nose or your fucking ear, straight Van Gogh style. And if you're doing it like these weird people, then you're dick. One hundo. And for the really dark ones that have done it and done it and done it and keep doing it, like they need to like guillotine shit, like head chopped off, double tap, motherfucker. Like humane, you want humane when you have been so inhumane? You can't. You cannot request something that you refuse to give. Cannot. Fuck you. That is the law of correspondence. So they're hoping, but you guys collective are like the ones, whoever the ones that had this happen to them, the children, the abuse, the whatever, like all of this stuff, like they get to decide what they wish, as you wish. They get to decide the punishment. They get to decide. You work for me now. You're my bitch. You do this. You do that. Whatever. Without your fucking dick or your thumbs, bro. Whatever it is. You know? Be lucky you're alive because you took someone's fucking whole life away from them. You can never take that back. Like if that shit went all over the internet, you can't take that back. So now the punishment has to be something that is equal in nature, where you're not going to be able to get something back ever, which is like your fingers, your thumbs, or your dick. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. Dreams really do come true when you wish upon a star. Have you guys seen the stars out, by the way, for this new moon? This shit is looking good. Yeah, malevolent intentions. That's the point. When they do, that is the point, bro. That is the point. That's not my cat, Heidi. My cat's next to me. Yeah, they were gambling on you right in front of your face, bless up. Yeah, that's the point, right? They put you in the middle of some sick fuck game, gambling on you, treating you like you're a fucking ball to be kicked back and forth, or a fucking coin to be won, like a fucking prize to treat like inhumane as fuck. And that's the point. You know what I'm saying? That's the point. Like these people don't deserve, like if they did that, then there should be a game. We should have like the people that were fucking gambling to playing bets and stuff on humans' lives. Okay, we're gonna put them in a fucking, what do you call it, like a death match or whatever. Like we're gonna put them in there. We're gonna fundraise, and we're gonna let them all fucking go at it, and we're gonna fundraise, and we're gonna now create shelters and centers for women and children, for rape and abuse victims, for fucking refugees, for whatever. And that's what's going to happen. So pay up or put up. I just want to make a little service announcement out there. Okay, Mr. Elon Musk, Mr. Elon Musk. I just wanted to say, trillionaire, that seems like a lot of money. That seems like more money than any normal human should have. Now, I know that you happen to be Mr. Elon. This is a public service announcement, guys. Stay with me here. Stay with me here. So, Mr. Elon Musk, this is from me to you. If you're interested, if you're interested in a psychic medium and channeler, right? Because I know you're draconian, and I know all you draconians aren't evil in nature, but I know the draconians are really interested in letting AI, blending human consciousness with AI and letting that take over. But since that's not happening and we're going towards an organic timeline, I just wanted to give you like a little option, right? Do you maybe potentially want a psychic medium channeler that speaks to the other aliens and Galactic Federation and is really good at predict and knowing how to properly send things different directions. Like, are you interested? Are you interested in me as a psychic like Findom? Yeah, because I feel like you need that with $1 trillion. Like, I think you definitely could use me as a financial dom, bro, because like you need help. The only way that you can go from not being like evil is by working with some people that can help to facilitate, to direct some of your abundance. Because why else would I know that's why you collected it to help the world. You're about to change the world. What's that Michael Jackson song? Heal the world, make it a better place for me and for you and the entire human race. Because like you couldn't have that much money unless like you definitely needed somewhere to put it. And like you don't need to build rockets and shit, bro. Like we can just sort some shit out. Like you could even just like, I'm just gonna say like give me a budget so I can like start facilitating proper things to people that need them. But anyways, I'm just gonna leave that at that. If you need some help though, if you need some help, you want to work with some light workers, some keepers of the light, and you don't want to, you know, just throwing that out there because trillion trillionaire, I think you need some financial domination going on there, and I'm here to help you. I'm here for it. The collective could use some wealth distribution. Am I right, collective, or am I right? Like, while we're here manifesting things for the new moon, like, can we please manifest some of that elaborate abundance into the ability for the light workers and the starseed and the people to help facilitate it where it's actually needed? Like, that's what I'm gonna manifest here for the collective right now because, like, I've been picking up on that from you guys right now. So you just hung up 2 exit signs with emergency lights. What's up? They might have they might have malevolent intentions, but we ain't gonna be them. That's right. That's right. Don't be those people. Let them exit. You still have monitoring spirits and gang stalkers following you around. They just can't let me have a single day alone. They're gonna do that, bless up. And the thing is they work on chaos. Okay, so they work on chaos magic and fear tactics. Okay, bless up. They work on chaos magic and fear tactics. So if you're letting them make you chaotic in nature, like if you just go about being happy and singing, like that's why I wear my fucking headphones all the time. I just be like, I'll just be like, I don't give a fuck if people think like maybe I'm neurodivergent or autistic, like whatever. Maybe I am slightly neurodivergent, not really sure. I just can't be bothered more than anything. But like, I don't really care. I just like tune that shit out. Like, and when you can be in fear is if they can do something to you, then that's what they feed off of. They're feeding off of it, literally. Parasitic in nature. They feed off of fear, separation, uh, putting people by themselves, scarcity, chaos. Until you understood that a bad man is a good man's job and a good man is a bad man's teacher, you constantly wander. Yes, violence leads to insecurity. Yes, but I will tell you, sometimes when you slap a motherfucker, they learn real quick. You had a brother that sucked his thumb from cradle till grave. I'm sure there's some deeper shit going on. Um, I'm sure there's some deeper shit going on with that person, right? And I'll share a really interesting thing. Like I know that I had a lot of weird, like when I was a young kid, I was still like doing weird sexual abuse things and tying my things up, and like I was young. I wasn't seeing any of this stuff. I wasn't seeing my parents. I wasn't seeing it. So I was definitely exposed to it somehow. And like we weren't even allowed, like we had like one TV, like this shit was not, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't, no, we had like church videos and shit we could watch like with the VCR, you know, like we weren't seeing that shit anywhere. Um, and yeah, so I probably took my thumb until I was like maybe 11 or like 14, something like this. Um, but now that I've studied more psychology and more understanding, right? Like I look at like having like wetting the pants, right? Sucking the thumb, like different things like this are very indicative of sexual abuse to children because they're not, you know. So we can wonder forever, or we can say, okay, I'm going to sit with that smaller version and hold that smaller version. Also, there could be a lot of other factors that came in, right? Like maybe there was something else going on and it just wasn't facilitated right, right? Because if I remember, Steve, uh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bless up. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I just wanted to put it out there. Like while all the deletes and everybody's watching me, like by the way, Mr. Musk, do you need a legal, like as your legal advisor? What was this movie? Fucking Fear and Loathing. As your legal advisor, I advise you to hire me immediately as your fendom to help refacilitate the money so we could be heroes. You want to be a fucking hero? You're not a hero from having that much money, bro. You're a hero, bro. Here, bro. Here, bro. Here. You come running for money. You get little bitches to run for money. Nah, that's a here, bro. Not a hero. A hero is row your boat gently down, and then there's like more people and more people and more people. Ain't nobody rowing in that boat by themselves. You understand? What the fuck kind of boat you even need for that much money, fool? Anyways, I'm just saying, I'm just saying. But how can you go? Okay. Do you know that guy's got a mountain of cash to jump off? Oh, do you think? Yeah. 13 guesses. So I'm just saying, right? Because I'm just seeing stuff that's going on in the world. So like I can, like the best I can do. I mean, I can do pretty good things, but the best I can do literally is say, hey, bro, do you need some help of how to reinvest that in potential for the world to become a better place? Because I'm here for it. I got that wisdom. I got that. You need a high priestess? Because he's draconian in nature. But if I understand right, he does have some type of alliance or some type of Lyran Lyran connection or roots, which means as a Lyran high priestess, he should be willing to make some type of a fucking deal so we don't just have to eradicate all these motherfuckers from the inner and the outer sources of the planet. Be smart, bro. Be smart. Help me refacilitate that money. Cha-ching. Be wisdom, Saraswati. Be like water. So maybe he did. Like, let's just have a moment where we're like, oh, you know what? He got all that money to help the light workers redistribute it. But whatever, that's probably why they're trying to build rockets because they know we're about to fucking get rid of them, about to get the cut. I mean, if with an attitude like that and that much fucking money when all these people are fucking suffering, like, yeah, that's a fucking problem. That's a problem. It get easy if you realize that's what I'm saying. Like we gotta have that real life team, right? We need more feminine in these positions, right? In this empress position where we're like, okay, as we're birthing this new earth, as we're creating these new things, as we're building this new family, as things are and if the feminine come into play. And this is like what they're really realizing, right? It's like where time and time and time again, they've just written feminine out of his story. And that's why I say history repeats itself, pairs itself, you know? So yeah. He's a space cadet, bro, but I'm a fucking space pirate. So you know what I'm saying? Like the thing is, I'm a space pirate. I'll be fucking jumping spaceships. So like you never know. Like, I bet you everybody has their nose so far up his asshole to do whatever he says because they're trying to get something from him. And I'm like, bitch, I'll tell you everything you're doing wrong right now, but that's gonna cost you. You know what? That's what I'm saying. Like, I bet, I bet he could use that. I bet he could use like, come on, somebody like you. All these people need this Empress energy, this Empress strength, this Empress magic, bro. Can I literally make it up to solve this? Listen, this boy cat is literally out here begging to be here with my girl cat. It's like, I want to be with you. What's she doing? You want to go out there? You want to go? Do you want to go out there? Are you trying to go outside? No. You fucking trying to take a nap. And motherfucking gang stalking cat and shit because they realize that people are fucking dying. So they're just like animal sacrifices. Like literally, it's super funny. It's like I've seen this cat so many fucking times and gone by the cat so many times and nothing fucking changed. Nothing changed except for this bitch I told my cat not to eat the food the bitch next door, this fucking whore next door was giving her. And then like she did anyways. And I was like, God damn it. And then like literally hours later, this cat came and it's been like this for literally like almost like a week. It's been going off like this. And he'll go away and then he'll fucking come back at like 3 a.m. or something and start doing it again. Like he goes and fucks some other, like, they basically like, um, it's almost like they put this spirit, this Jezebel spirit or something, like into the animal because there's like a energetic tie or bond with me and my cat, me and my animal that they think that they can do some type of something. Maybe they're trying to give the cat some type of disease, or I don't really know. I've been picking up on it. So that's why I said, like, most likely, like, that's why I'm like, I'm ready because what's going on is all the ancestors are coming down here. So I'm like, let's fucking bring it, bro. Like, what are you going to do? Like, you can't pull over anymore. You're already pulled over. You know? Hello. We need to explore the oceans and the caves. That's what I'm fucking saying, bro. We came from space. What the fuck? Like, what? We have so much, like, we need to stop sucking the resources from the fucking earth. We need to learn how to be in we need to learn how to be more cohesive with nature. You know what I'm saying? In general, and then like we'll start being visited more, right, by our little blue friends and stuff like that, and we'll start being visited more, and they'll give us more of the information. They'll give us the technology to where we can go deeper in the water, where we can study things, or we can do that. We haven't treated the water or the things right, which is why we haven't been given that information or that technology yet, because they do stuff in the water. This is a water planet. This is a water world. Like it or not, just like us, we're little water ships. We're mostly water. Um, you're a true light worker. You also can outline all the flaws in the system and how to fix them. That's what I'm saying. Is like, can do you need a council? Do you need some divine light worker council members? Because we're here. I will rally up some troops. We'll facilitate, and then you can we'll present it to you, bro. We'll present it to you if you want. Like we'll present it to you, and we'll say, listen, this is what we want to do. Can we run the shit? And then just like let us run the shit. Like if we do it, then the return is indefinite because you have to give to get something. But if you're taking all the resources from Mother Earth and all of her children's, like you're not gonna get nothing. Like that money's gonna be no good. Like pretty soon, like the whole financial system is just gonna crash and collapse, and like all those fucking monies isn't gonna be worth fucking anything. And all your fucking crypto and all your dumb shit that everybody has is just lost in the fucking sauce. Imagine when they start doing the rolling power grids and all this other shit that they already have planned, that they've already been saying. Like people are dumb. Like he's trying to go into the inner planet, but yeah, he doesn't even he got to go to Joe Rogan. Yeah, that is the problem. That is the problem. Him and Trump and Joe Rogan for sure. We need to explore all of in at once. Yeah, cat scratch fever, right? That's 100%, dude. Um, that's 100%. Harmonious nature dreams. Yeah, let's go. Let's do that. Okay, so let's like I said, television. Okay, what are you telling this beautiful vision of the future? Because we are manifesting it, right? Our strength, our magic manifest. Our words are our spells, right? We are spelling, we are casting the spells. We are the magician, right? As we start the new beginning, which is the fool, we step into the magi, the magician, which means we're using our wisdom and we're using our strength and we're reconnecting with the emotional state. We're reconnecting soul fam, earth fam, the fertility of the planet, um, the goddess, the empress, right? We're rebirthing this. That's what I say, rebirthing this new era, KNEW, because it's just a series of remembrance. And everything that was hidden and everything that was secret and all of these lies are all going to come out, or they all already have. And they can't hide it. There's nothing they can do. Stability is coming in for the collective. Okay? Queen of Coins. After all of these lies, you're gonna get paid. You guys, literally, how many times does a 10 of coins have to come out in one fucking reading? Like, and wisdom. Okay? So it's like, because you have the wisdom, it's almost like that you're getting like a reward. Yeah, it's almost like you're getting a reward, or you're getting put in a position because of your divine choices that you make, because you've been given tests, or you've been given money, or you've been given it. It's like because of your character. Because of your character. 10 of Cups. Because you character, because you care about others, not just about yourself or about whatever, because you care about the earth, because you care about her character. Like, because of that, and this is what's going to start shining. So keep shining your light, keep tapping in to your divine wisdom, your divine abundance, your gift, your soul's journey, your soul's path, because this is ultimately um this is ultimately like what's coming in to play, right? So, um, I don't know what you're talking about. It looks like you're just trying to like get attention here, whatever your name is, Weimer. Um, do you have issues manifesting because they sabotage as soon as they catch wind of what you want? Um, Divinity is a fox, a little bit. I am a little bit because of my heightened psychic abilities, yes. But then I do also know that they've been doing mirror magic and remote viewing and all this other stuff, right? They're tapped in through devices and all this other stuff. So Do I have issues? I don't know about issues because it's like I haven't really been, I've been manifesting like my health, my body back to normal, my mind, my whatever. So it's not necessarily that I was having issues, but yeah, I definitely think there is something with like I was saying earlier in the reading, it's like they were blocking they're blocking the solar plexus, right? They are blocking the creation center because this is excuse me, literally, this is where we create from, right? Before this, the heart center, the heart space, which is like, this is how we know what we want. But it's like, yeah, I have felt them trying to block different things, right? Block creativity and block other things. The thing that they cannot block, they keep trying to put silent spells or shut up spells or all this weird shit on me. And that's why I'm just like, okay, well, minimally, I can come on here, even though they're trying to block, they're turning off the sound, they're turning off the Wi-Fi. I mean, if you're not new here, if you've been here for a while, then you know this is like, this is consistent. And people are like, oh, you're having you're lagging. You're like, no, it's these fucking assholes. Literally, they have nothing better to do. They're trying to get reactive abuse. But the less that you let it affect you, so when you start, it's like who I was telling before earlier in the chat, when you start allowing the fear or the other circumstances that they're trying to keep you trapped in, or when you start to think these other people are preventing me, even though the reality is yes, they fucking have, and yes, they fucking are many of the times, right? Because I'm just like, all my life I was like, oh, well, I just didn't do it, or I never followed through, or this or that. But actually, I realized I've been systemically, literally had the rug pulled out of me every fucking time before I succeed. And it's not my own, and I sat with fucking therapists and stuff like this, like, is it me? Do I not, because I've been in this so low degraded state for so long by narcissists and stuff, do I feel unworthy? Now, part of it was getting to that worthy spot. That is a large part of a manifestation. You have to actually believe that you're worthy to receive it. Like if you put out a manifestation, but you don't actually believe, you're just like, oh, let's see if this fucking happens. You know what I'm saying? You have to believe it. You have to believe it. So the reality is like, yeah, they're definitely trying to interfere. They have been interfering and they're going to keep trying to interfere because if they can get us off of our balance, right? If they can get us out of this state of our intuition, of our creation, of our soul's mission or our soul's path. And that's what they're literally trying to do by fear tactics, by scare, by gang stalking, by tapping devices, by lying on the name, by putting all this weird shit out, by trying to do these death spells and everything else. Um, the thing is you're transforming, and we understand again when we're manifesting something, if there is more things that have to come into alignment, then we know get ourselves more into alignment, right? We're still in the transformation process and we have to be gentle with ourselves and just do okay one thing. Like it took me, like I was supposed to do the hair like when on the full moon, on the blue moon, right? It's taken me 2 weeks because it's a new moon. But I did get my massage, but I did get this, but I did do that, but I did get the nails, but I did, do you know what I'm saying? So baby steps, and understand that sometimes where for many of us, especially if we've been super tapped in before, where manifesting used to come super fast, even though things are coming at a more quick rate, it's like the things that we're actually calling in, like there's lifetimes of karmic debt that's being collected and paid out right now. And there's a lot that's been overlooked for an extended amount of time. That's the best way I can kind of express the message, right? Is like, so imagine there's like some big, like, let's say, for instance, Google or whatever, right? They have a lawsuit going on, and let's say there's like a fucking 500,000 people that file for it. It's going to take a little bit of time for them to process all of the requests and to run the fucking paperwork for it to be received. That's kind of like what they're showing me or telling me is going on right now with the collective. Is it's like there has been an imbalance, like they have been cloaking and they have been sucking the life force in, and there's been an imbalance. They've been keeping it hidden for an extended amount of time, and now the veil is off and now everything. And so now they're like, oh shit, it's not just these 3 or 5 or 10 light workers that need to have their retribution. It's actually like 144 fucking thousand or 500,000 people that actually, and so that's kind of what's going on, um, from what I can kind of understand or translate in a way that you guys can understand. Um, so there is a lot of karmic checks and balances and debt that is coming back. So don't think of when the manifestation doesn't show up as quickly or as rapidly as it did previously. Don't be so quick on yourself to be like, oh, well, I'm not in a vibrational frequency, or I'm not in this, or I'm not like, because I was doing that to myself for the last 3 months. I was like, well, I need to do more. And then I was like, well, if you're doing, like, if you're fucking working, if you're so action oriented, then this is yang. This isn't yin energy. So you can't receive if you're not in receptive. You have to have a balance. But if you want to be in this receiving mode, this receptive mode, then you have to stay. You have to be sought. You have to understand that sometimes before things grow, right? When we plant a seed, it is in the dirt and it is in the mud, and it has to fucking break out of that little seed first before it then starts to sprout, and then it has to come out. Boom, 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 boom. It's like these people threw fucking dirt on you, threw dirt on your name, but they didn't realize you were a seed. Many of these people actually threw fucking dirt on your name, like put your shit in a graveyard, like graveyard magic, and we're throwing fucking dirt on your name on top of physically, mentally, orally, whatever. Like some people were doing some weird shit, but you're gonna burst out, right? There's annuals and perennials, but really, like, nothing in nature is blooming or at its peak moment fucking all of the year, all of its life. Some things only bloom once in its entire lifetime. So be gentle and be patient with yourself, and don't focus on the lack of the thing that you're manifesting. If you already put the order in, like when you put the order in for a restaurant, you're going to wait for like 35 minutes before you're like, I'm going to get up and leave if somebody doesn't tell me if my food's coming or not? And that's kind of like, that's kind of the gist, right? So re-manifest or clarify, get more clear on what you were manifesting. And also, like, match up what you're manifesting to what you have. Practice more gratitude for what you have, right? Because you have to give to get. And then, yeah, like maybe do some meditation and be like, what is it that I need to give more of? What can I give more of to receive this? Generally, you're giving something that you're receiving from. Oh my God, you guys, this tangerine juice. I'm like, oh, my tangerine juice. That's a little bit better. But we can all be sometimes, can't we? The times are a changing. You're right. Careful of the truth, dear. Yeah, you got to be okay. Give an inch, they'll take a mile. Yes, we are constantly creating. We're co-creating. We're in a co-creation, right? We're co-creating. Times are changing. They can do magic as well. They told me I'll be in the water before the end of the night. And what do you know? I fell over the walking bridge. Extended period of time is an understatement. Yeah, you love that analogy. Bless up. So protection spells are key. The beginning of all of my stuff, putting out the protection spells and any energy and any ill will and any whatever, you got to do that. And there's not an amount, there's not an, I mean, okay, maybe if you're fucking doing, if you're scared, right? Don't be paranoid, but it's like they're playing on that. They're playing on that. And the reality is, also what you have to understand is, what did you do? If you're a light worker and you're a light warrior, then you call on your angels, call on your ancestors, call on your guides to increase your protection, right? That's what I did. I would just be like, boom, and everybody's like, stop fucking praying. And I'm just like, I'm gonna pray to everybody. And people are like, Federation of Light, and why are you praying to the fucking mantis? And because, bro, because I don't know who all these asshats who they run under, who they belong to, but I'm gonna be calling in everybody. Care Bear stare, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be calling them all in because I don't know. It's like I know who I'm connected to, but I don't know who all these people are connected to. And obviously they've been unattended for an extended amount of time. So I'm gonna be calling everybody so they can keep telling all the right beings until we energetically get to where we need to be. So protection with using all of this. And that's why I say to your universe, source, creator, angels, ancestors, ancient deities, archangels, ascended masters, galactic federation of light, love light, you know what I'm saying? Mantis, like angels, archangels, elementals, animals, right? I call upon I call upon all of those and I say, I call upon you. Thank you for your protection, for your presence, for your guidance. Because we don't ask, you can ask your angels, can you help me? But like, I'm like, no, I'm commanding that presence. And I did that. And I watched somebody try to fucking shoot me with a gun and that shit blow right the fuck back on them. Do you understand? Like, I started saying, okay, anybody that tries to come up and strangle me is gonna fucking anybody that's doing anything to me, like that's just going to start happening to them just by them having the intent to do it. So you have to understand that sometimes people can have the spells, but your ability to stay more or less connected to it. So what are things that you're still doing with these people when they say that they told you that you'll be in the water? Like, why are you speaking to them? Why are these people still in your field? Why are they not fucking blocked? Why do they like I literally had to clear off like between my Instagram and my Facebook, I cleared off like 1,400 people. Like I just fucking rinse out. Like they still have some type of tie. You're the person that this was coming through. There is they still have some type of hold, some type of energetic connection or bond to you, whether that's through a friend, a family member, a work situation, whatever. You got to change that. You got to cut them off. Extended period of time is understatement. Yes, everyone is an agent. Yes, and you guys have to understand, like it's very, very matrixy in that nature, right? To where all these people kind of are an agent, and are you letting them get to you? Like, where is your magician? Like, because like there is a lot of mind control and other manipulation and shit that is definitely going on throughout the collective for sure, 100%. However, something you got to understand is that's why I do, for instance, I do a lot of fasting. It's not necessarily super good for a woman's body, right? However, because I still eat like local food and other stuff like this, like I just want to keep all parasites, all and I don't mean just from the food, I mean by alien in nature, right? Gluttony or whatever. It's just about creating like self-restriction, right? Restraint. When you can start practicing restraint, like I'm not going to let this addiction or this want or this craving or this whatever, when you can start to practice, like that's kind of what I do. I just like to keep myself like not like how many hours can I go without eating, but it's like wait until I feel intuitively like now I need to eat, you know, or like, yeah, I'm going to need to eat soon and get the food for later, you know, for when I need to eat, it's going to be there. But literally to not let these things control me, because that's part of what's going on is they're kind of hopping into these spaces of mental control and mental manipulation. And you have to kind of keep yourself separated from those, right? Because that's how they're trying to they're trying to prevent the transformation. They're trying to prevent the growth. They're trying to prevent you from connecting to source. And as long as you're in a state of fear, worried about them, looking over your fucking head all the time, worried about them, instead of just asking your angels, can you let me know? So what I did is I was like, can you let me know whenever anybody's whatever? And so that's what they did. So now, like before weird people sometimes show up to this bitch's place next door, or whatever. Before anything happens, they'll be like, you need to leave now. Oh, you need to close your door. You need to lock your door. You should open your door now. No one's going to be here for a while. You need to turn right. You need to turn left. And as you start to listen to those instead of all the fucking naysayer other asshats out there, like that's your diet. If you're letting them say shit to you, where are they able to even put that into your ear? Where are you picking up on that from? And the thing is whatever anybody has to say about you is actually none of your real business, right? It's not our business because that's what it does. And that's what they want it to do, is to mentally fuck you. Because then what happens is like it's like the same as when I do private or personal readings for people. I can see timelines, I can see a lot of stuff, but the guides don't always let me say everything what I see. And the way that I deliver the messages is more of letting people awaken to the guidance that's coming through for them. I don't tell them how it should be. Why? Because it's not my job to put ideas into people's heads, because then they're thinking of that's in their brain, and even if they let it go, it's still in that subconscious thought that's running, or in that unconscious program that's running. So literally, when you go and walk by the bridge, you fucking fall into the water. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's just there. Because your conscious brain is fucking public enemy number one. And it runs these programs of these fucking people that are not nice to us, and we agree to it. Okay, so basically the same as either you're saying I'm not against the fucking raping and pillaging and fucking eating of humans and babies and whatever, like I'm not into that. Like if you don't say that you're not into that, then you're concurring to being into it. You can, there's no gray area. You can't not choose a side at this point. It's the same. It's the same. Like what, like are you, because if you're letting it, if you're it's like choose a fucking side. Choose a side, and whatever the other side's doing doesn't fucking matter. Stay in your fucking lane. Stay in your lane. Don't worry about them, because you know what I'm saying? Like for me, I had so much clarity and spiritual awakening when I got on a boat and I lived in the middle of the ocean. Why? Because I was way more connected to source, and I didn't have any exterior fucking blah 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 blah. Like I couldn't have a cat that came up and fucking bitched at my, like, didn't happen. Nobody could get to it. Do you understand? So the point is, choose. Am I entertaining these lower frequency beings? If they're still in your, like for me now, these people can't even contact me. Maybe because they're blocked, or maybe because there's divine intervention. I know that people are getting in accidents, or people are losing things, or maybe losing technology, or maybe they're having fucking weird, maybe their houses are getting flooded out, or maybe shit's happening because they went against me, because I'm that tapped in that the divine is like, no, bitch, no. But you have to actively make that decision. Do you still need them as your, do you still need their validation? Because that's ego. You're feeding that sickness. Like for me, I like the thing that I love more than anything, like is music and connection through musical community. One of the best musical communities out there is drum and bass, because they're all happy, they're all loving, their community, their fam. They love love. Even if it's not what they want, they still love love. Do you understand? And like I'm giving this up. Why? Because I'm not trying to go to a place where these people can come into my space, in my happy space, when I'm in my flow state, and fucking bother me or berate me. I'm not trying to go to a place where fucking management doesn't like me, that's running all of the shit. I'm not trying to go to a place where there's people that are been trying to off me, that are trying to figure out some way to come in, to come at me, to attack me, to talk to me, that I don't want to have the fucking conversations, when people have poisoned my drinks, my food, my water, my fucking, my house, my shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a choice, right? I could be like, well, I'm not going to let them take that away from me. It's like, I'm not letting them take that away from me. I'm taking away from them the ability to have fucking access to me. Access denied. Access denied. So what they have to say about me, anything that they're saying or doing or putting online, whatever, I have no fucking idea, and I don't give a fuck. And you have to reach that level of zero. Let me see, how do I do it? There we go. Of zero fucks to give. You have to reach that level of zero fucks given about these people. Like, do you need to impress them? Is anything they're saying or doing, like, is it of any interest to you? For me, no. No. Understand? No, you don't need them or want them anymore. You just want to be in complete exile because you still do like the idea of human interaction. Um, you know, I'm the same. I don't want to be in exile, but I'm not exiled. There's a difference between going into a state of self-awareness, and as long as all of that exterior is still happening, there's something that's not in alignment internally. There's something that's not in alignment internally. That's why no more people can come here and bother me. It's only the fucking cat, because the cat's existing on higher realms. They tried to have a dog before, and the dog was coming and fucking shitting him, whatever. And I fucking like told the dog some shit, and I was like, I'm gonna block you or I'm gonna end your fucking species. Do you understand me? You respect the queen of the jungle. You respect what you come here for. You're in below us, and all these people that are coming here to protect you from your Canis star system. So chill the fuck out, bro. Otherwise, I'm gonna give you some shit that you're gonna eat and you ain't gonna feel so fucking good. And the dog went away. Even the fucking lady that was bringing the dog, like they had paid for a whole fucking month and they fucking left the next day, or they left that night, like gone, literally, because I decided. So the thing is even though you want human interaction, find another way to have human interaction that's not going there. I've had to leave cities, states, countries, towns, fucking uh everything, right? Like, it took me to go to the whole opposite side of the world, and now these people are trying to take everything from me, and I'm like, fuck you, motherfuckers. I'm about to take all of you out. Oh, wait, already in process. I don't even have to do it. Spiritual gangster shit. Do you understand? And so it's being sorted out. But does that mean I'm in exile? No, I'm not in exile, but does that mean sometimes you have to go in and do your own inner work because you're not having all this exterior fucking noise. Like, what is it? As above, so below. As within, so without. Like, if you want to be without this noise, then you have to go within. And you can't go within as long as you fucking need, as long as ego seeks the validation from needing to have other people around you. Once you get good with yourself, then your vibration will be high enough to where you'll be calling in the right people, the right frequency, the right community. And that may fucking change, but you have to let go. You want a new life, it's going to cost you your old life. You want to vibrate higher, you want that abundance, and you can't hold on to the things that are taxing you spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. Fuck, it's exhausting me just thinking about it, but I feel like I have to share it because, like, this is a real thing that people are experiencing. Yeah, this cat is crazy. Um, so yeah, but you have to stop saying that if you remove yourself, that you'll be exiled and never have human interaction. That's a limitation you're putting on yourself because they want you to do that. But if you do what I did, right? They did that to me. They're like, oh, we're going to make you whatever humiliation ritual. And we're going to throw all these parties and you're not going to be invited and your feelings are going to get hurt. Like, can't sit with us. Like, seats taken. Like, bitch, I didn't want to sit with you. I'm over here dancing in the rain. I don't give a fuck. That is ego. Okay, bless up. That is ego needing external validation. Because when you have enough internal validation, nothing and nobody else can touch you. It doesn't fucking matter anymore. It doesn't matter. So cut it off, whether that's your fucking girlfriend, your friend, your fucking school, your work, whatever. If it is not serving your soul's purpose, if it is not fulfilling, feeding your soul, your being, then it's got to fucking go. You're setting the next fucking 30-year cycle in motion right now. Do you want to have all these people doing this shit? Like, no. That's why I said, fuck it. I don't care. Like, only thing I care about is my life's work. That's great. I'm not willing to give this up. My cat, do you understand? Like my personal, like I don't have that much personal possessions. This is all of my life's work. And so because of that, um, you know, uh, because of that, I don't need, like, I don't care. I stop to care. I know every time that I've given something up, even if I don't receive that thing back that I want, or that I gave it up so I could receive more of, even if I don't receive that, like I do end up getting, like, the universe never takes something away to give you less in return. You may be receiving less in return until you feel worthy enough to start receiving more, but you're always going to get something better. I've never lost something and gotten like a shittier deal. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when they beached my boat and I lost all that, then I had my whole art studio with all of my friends. We were in this fucking collaborative art space. And then when I was like, nah, this ain't the business, you know, and I fucking like was like, all right, all this stuff is making me super depressed. And I got to travel the world. I've been traveling around the world with my cards fucking since then, since 2019. Like, like I didn't get to have, because I was sad. I was like, but that was my home, and that was this and that was that. And then I came here and I was able to have homes of my own, villas of my own, because I could actually afford it, and I was actually able to take care of myself. And the amount of energy that I generated from taking care for myself, I was able to exponentially generate everything else that I needed. Just like when I came here with nothing, you know, I've been here for 3 or 4 months, and like now, like I'm receiving and receiving and receiving more and more and more and more, because I never stopped giving. I never stopped being focused on my purpose. Um, You're volunteering in a medical study for cash and moving across the world by September at the latest. That's tight, bless up. I don't know where you live, bless up, but I was able to travel many places around the world, especially through Europe, from a program. And like, what's up, guys? You guys can sponsor me because you guys were tight. It's a program called Work Away. WORKAWAY, work away. Now, I think it's like 36 euros, or maybe it's more now. I don't really know. Like, let's just say it's $50 or less. Okay. And you sign up and you basically list all of your skills, whether that includes working with a farm, preparing food, working with fucking solar, you know, electricity, plumbing, whatever. Maybe you're a yoga instructor, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you speak fucking English, like whatever. There's fucking literally thousands of opportunities where you can go, and they provide you a place to live, sometimes a meal, sometimes even payable work as well, but it's a little bit different than wolfing. Wolfing requires a lot more working. These are more established situations, and you basically say, okay, you trade whatever you know, you fill it out, you choose the people, then you do the interview. Like they don't just give you a job, you have to actually search and message the people. But for anybody that's looking for an out with that doesn't have the capital, or that's worried about the place to live or whatever, like this is a very um, and they had, you can get on farms, you can get on boats, you can do fucking pet sitting, you can do house sitting, you can do, there's literally like a fucking plethora of availability of people that are like, cool, like we have an extra room, or we have another house that we needed someone there to watch it like during the winter, or we need someone to be the manager for the summer, or what the fuck ever, you don't even know. But that's something, if you're talking about a medical study for cash like that, this is something I think that maybe in your thing, and they have it all over the world. Literally, you can do it all over the world. And um, yeah, so just throwing that out there for all my escape artists, my fellow escape artists out there. Um, Anyways, yeah, step into this emperor mode. Step into this emperor mode. Okay, guys. I think you guys really, you have the capacity. It's just everything else around us telling us that we can't. And then our conscious mind and our subconscious mind wants to just keep producing whatever, whether you say you can or you can't, right? You're right either way. And our subconscious mind just keeps producing more circumstances that we give attention to. So where attention goes, energy flows, right? Um, or energy flows or attention goes or whatever the saying is. Anyways, the reality is when you pay attention, like if you weren't in contact with any of these people, you wouldn't know what they had to say about you. You wouldn't know that they're trying to put spell. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I tune into a lot of it and I don't really fucking whatever, but the reality is what any of them have to say to me besides a fucking apology or an offering of some money or yeah, literally like they can all suck my fucking dick. They all owe me money. They all owe me apologies. They all fucking better shut up or pay up. Like that's where I'm at. And I don't really care, bro, because if they're gonna make me leave this time, I'm gonna take a nice fat cash out. If you're gonna make me leave the space that I found as home, that the divine positioned me in, then that's going to cost you. So keep a vision of what you really want instead of running away, right? That's how I got stuck. Is because I was like, I just wanted to stop running. So now, whatever, I'm in a space where I don't have to run. But now I don't have to run. I'm not trying to get away from something anymore because I got with myself. And when you're so secure in yourself and you keep omitting your frequency and your light, it's gonna fucking trigger all of these people's demons, all these people's unhealed demons that they're not willing to do the work or whatever it is. Like you have to understand that's what you're waking up. That's what all of the light beings are waking up. So it's not that you necessarily did anything bad, not necessarily that you have more karma. It's that they're trying to use you as a transmutator to take off their karma so they can try to get to the next densities. That's all. So don't allow them the leechy, parasitic ability to attach to you in any nature. Clear yourself, do energy cleansing, and every time you go in the water, even if you're like whatever, many times a day, I just go and wash my hands in running water and then splash it on my face. Ground yourself, cleanse yourself, put some salt in it. Boom. Go down to the ocean if you're close to the ocean. Salt water. Boom. If you take a shower, you can do the same thing. Put some fucking salt. Rub it on your body. Let it stay. Do some protection. I'll make some protections and some calling power back and all this stuff. I have it. I've written it down like 10 times, you guys. It's just new brain. I get so distracted so much about what to do. That's why I tune in and do my lives and do channelings like every day, because I understand my levels and my extents. So yeah, it took me 2 weeks to do my hair, which normally would take me 2 hours. So baby steps. Give yourself grace. Allow yourself to be in a softer, more gentle space, collective. Because if you're here doing the work, then we don't need to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. We need to work further on visualizing and manifesting and meeting that vibrational frequency. And as long as there's all these other people that are fucking around shocking the frequencies, or that you still have connection or access or have anything negative to say to you or at you, then like that's what it is, right? So wish them well, return to sender. When someone tells you that they're going to put some weird spell in, just say, I don't accept that. Return to sender and watch their asses fall in the water. Watch, because that's what they don't expect. They expect you to be afraid. They don't expect you to be in your sovereignty and your power. And when you say, oh, okay, you know what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to reject that. I rebuke that and I return to sender. Shoo, what you? What do you call it? Hadouken. Yeah, fucking Hadouken that shit right back to their face. Hadouken. You know what I'm saying? And you got to just believe it. Everything, imagine it's energy. It's energy that's coming towards you. Energy in motion is emotion. So if it's causing an emotional state, it's just energy in motion, which means it wants to move through you or move somewhere else. So if you're not trying to process it and let it move through you, fucking Hadouken, fucking boomerang, and return that shit, send it back because the energy needs somewhere to land. And so if you're like, I'm not going to process it, I'm not going to transmute it, I'm not going to digest it, fucking Hadouken, boomerang, return to sender. I give it back to like you deal with your, because many times, and this is the thing, right? I posted something on my other page. It's not just about an STD or HIV or sexually transmitted diseases. It's about a lot of people are holding ancestral karma, ancestral trauma, other types of demons, other types of diseases, other types of things, and who you choose to kiss or hang out with or live in a house with or be intimate with or, let into your sacred space fucking changes everything because a lot of these people are carrying dark ass demonic shit that you don't want to clear, and the energy is looking for somewhere to escape. It's looking for someone that's going to do the work. And if you're consistently doing the work, then it's going to fucking hop because they're like, we can, So, no, stop entertaining it. Stop entertaining low vibrational frequencies. That means you stop fucking drinking, you stop going out, you stop doing the partying, you stop going to the club, you stop fucking that dude or that girl or that or multiple, like whatever it is. You cut that off. Like all the greatest people that reached the consciousness and then enlightenment and had everything coming in, what did they do? They went to meditate by themselves. They went on a trek by themselves. So until you get right with yourself, nothing else around you will be right. You can go halfway around the world. It doesn't fucking matter. You're still there. Your tail follows you wherever you go until you make truth with your tail. It's right behind you. Every time you turn around, you're like, you still see it. And everyone can see it following you. So it's a choice. You never used preemptive protection where you understand it was just ancestors would handle it. When I take damage, it hits them back by multiplies. Some people are badly injured. Yeah, yeah. So that's exactly what you have to do. But consistently. Like I do it every day, multiple times a day now, because we're in the spiritual warfare. So your spiritual protection needs to be consistent. Pray daily, nightly. For me, like I do the nightly like protection to call in, but actually I need to keep reminding myself. I need to put a little note that I'm also doing prayers like before I take naps and stuff like this in dream state. Like I do protection spells in the daytime, but I need to do it before I go to sleep at night. So they're not trying to infiltrate. Like they're trying to do like astral raping and weird fucking shit in the dream state too. So there's not an over amount of protection that you can keep calling in. Whether it's lighting the candle, whether it's lighting the incense, I'm constantly burning the incense on different things. Like it doesn't matter. Keep asking for protection. Thank you for your protection. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And show the gratitude towards that protection. Because the more you're like, they keep attacking me, then what you're saying is you guys didn't do your job. But they're like, but you didn't fucking put us on duty, bitch. Put them on duty. Thank you for showing up for me. Thank you for your presence, for your energy, for your protection, for your guidance, for your clarity. So command it in. Command what it is that you're asking of them because they don't fucking know. They're not in a, they don't know. They're not even speaking English. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just like, what? They're just trying to figure it out. They speak higher frequencies, energy, telepathy. Like you just be like, bruh, where you at? Like it's a constant. Right now, it's a constant open communication. Open communication. As much as you go on social media, as much as you need to pray, cast a good spell, as much as this cat is fucking wants to fuck this other cat, needs to be you being like, yes, please, 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 angels, open the door. Let me in. These motherfuckers are after me. Please, please help me. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you for letting me in out of the cold and giving me the love I deserve. Like really, though, in all actuality, it's a real thing. So look at his sound even changed. Oh no. So yeah. I'm gonna ask the angels and the guardians and source creation, anybody who is in charge of this monitoring spirit or whatever ill will or spirit came in through this cat. Can you please calm it and can you please send it away back to where it belongs, back to its home, so it is not here crying or in this pain or in this hurt. So it's not here moaning any longer. Thank you for helping it. Thank you for removing whatever dark demon or entity is attached to it and for clearing it and for letting it return to its home. So mote it be. So, anyways, I hope this was helpful to you guys. And it's late here. So, as always, I just want to say go and check out in the links below. I have links for my $5 reading raffle. A good way to try to hop on and got a pretty good rate of getting a reading or a session with me. And uh, yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate your guys' comments and loves in the videos, like not when we're live. That's really helpful for the algorithm for you girls, for your girl over here, because we got hackers and blockers and whatever, but attack blockers. But I ain't gonna go too much into that because we don't like to give them energy, right? Return our energy to me in the form of abundance, and thank you for your energy exchange. As always, guys, infinite blessings, love, and light. In case nobody told you today, you are beautiful. You are awesome. Oh, you are beautiful. You are awesome. You're important. You matter. If you're doing the hard work, I'm proud of you. You got this. Keep on going. You're on your own, but you are not alone. And yeah, you're doing amazing. I love you. Thank you. How do you say it? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Ho'oponopono. Ciao for meow. Matriarchy meow and Zoe out.